BBC Radio Berkshire by assistant manager for Maidenhead, Ryan Peters. Ryan, 2-0 defeat. Was that a fair reflection on the games that panned out?
Yes, unfortunately. Although we were tough to beat in the first half, we never really looked like scoring at all. Came in and said just be a little bit more aggressive in the press and try and get a little bit higher up the pitch. And it was the opposite when we came out second half. They grew into the game a lot more, and Reece pulled off a few saves. I thought it could have been more. So yes, that is over 2-0.
Well, and that's a positive and a negative, isn't it, really? I thought Reece was absolutely brilliant in the Maidenhead goal today, but could have been, 3, 4, 5 potentially. Do you take that as a way as learnings, even though Reece Lovett's been brilliant this afternoon?
Yeah, there's always learnings, but essentially you do not want your goalkeepers to be man of the match unless you come away with a victory. It shows that we've allowed the opposition far too many chances on our goal, and essentially that's the reason why we've lost 2-0.
2 questions. I'll first ask you about the mood in the management team at the moment with you and Alan. What is it like after this run of 8 games now without a victory?
Frustrating, but the gaffer, I don't think there's a manager with the experience that the gaffer has. He knows what he's doing. He's been through this over and over and over again. He will get it right. But it is frustrating. We're trying to tweak things, we're trying to move things around. Players are coming in and out, but essentially until we find the right formula, we're going to have to keep juggling things until we get there.
And then secondly, what's the mood like amongst the players at the moment? Because I think quite a lot of them heads hanging at the end of that. I think they're feeling it, aren't they?
We're all right. But essentially, you want to win a game, and when we haven't won as long as we haven't, it's always going to be a testing environment and change room. But we've got the right personalities in there to be able to bubbly when we come in and training on Monday to then start again. We have to keep going until we get a win, and it will come. It's just a matter of time. Yeah,
so you're confident that you've got the right squad, the right players, and they just kind of need to tinker and just find the right sort of format at the moment.
Yes and no. The gaffer's always looking out for someone that's going to help and bolster the side and maybe find that win. But he is happy with what he has. Some of our players are just a little bit low on confidence. Their abilities aren't shining through at the moment, and that will come. And when it does, we'll win more games than we lose.
And how, as a coaching team, do you work with those players that are low on confidence? Is it a sort of a personalised approach for each of them? Some need an arm around the shoulder, some just need a bit more work on the training ground. How does it work?
Yeah, so there'll be some players that the gaffer will identify that would just need him to take him aside and have a conversation with him. Let them know that they're doing fine, it will come. There are others where it will just be in training, repetition over the same thing, same formula over and over and over again. Let them know that they were doing the right things, don't go back on it, and it will come. So it's trial and error at the moment.
Yeah. FA Cup next weekend, which almost can be a blessing and a curse. It's a distraction because it's not the league at the moment, which is not going so well. But almost, would you prefer to be back in league action to try and arrest this run?
Yeah, we would like to be straight back into the league and have another game. But essentially, we've got the FA Cup and a chance to get a win under it. But it's not going to be easy. But we'll see what we can do.
Because Hastings, I think they're 3 leagues below you, potential banana skin. You can't take any game lightly, can you, in the FA Cup?
But Hastings are a good side. When I watched them pre-season, they had a good season a few years ago when COVID hit and should have gone up a lot earlier than they have done. They're a good side. We're not taking them lightly whatsoever. Yeah,
but the FA Cup has been so good to Maidenhead over the years. Some fantastic ties. So you'll be wanting to get that win next weekend because it will help, I guess, in the league as well.
Oh, for sure. Look, we're not going into that game to lose it. We want to win it. It might be the catapult for us to go on and win a few more games after that. So we're taking it as deadly serious.
Yeah. All the best this week, Ryan. Thanks to you.
Thank you. Cheers.
That's Ryan.